Alright, gamer. It's time again.
Hmm.
I will create a match. You want to do a... Oh, what you would have to get in here, never mind. Add player. No, don't add player. The code's 313.
Alright.
I feel like we had the same code last time, too.
I don't know.
Well,
Why? Hello.
turn that angry into a smiley.
Yeah.
So let's do the second
Yeah,
term.
let's do some DLC.
You want to do a full game or a short game?
I don't know. I haven't looked at a full game.
You can try a full game. Spooky high school in the sweetest years of our lives. Back when then we were young and afraid. Oh, it's the
Yeah.
same intro, who cares? You want to mix it up a little bit?
I'm picking somebody different, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna be. I'll be Elder Frankenstein.
Good, because I was gonna be other red. Or other warm tone.
I'll be Vicky.
Icky Vicky. Yay! Oh, she's angry.
And we had yet to experience this ultimate challenge, the monster prom.
There's a robot. Look at Pathfinder.
It is Pathfinder. Remember, clearly 3 weeks were left, and as we were fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates, Scott Howell, 21, werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Probably have my stream open here. You can read for me.
Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. Sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LaVey, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam Day Loincourt, 400 something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe, 4 ever? An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calcul-Cluster Hewlett-Packard version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest.
Poggy.
What a cutie. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business.
So there's 2 new characters for this DLC?
Well, I mean, oh wait, yeah, there are.
Robot and Eldritch Lady?
Yeah.
Whose name I don't remember. Zoe?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Zoe or Zoe, but she's like 4 ever is her age. I don't like that. I don't like that there
We only
isn't
had
ever
3
after the
weeks
4.
to choose our prom day, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. I think this is also the same text, but as I already said, we were young and afraid. Yeah. We had 2 new characters introduced. Yes, the quiz, I'm ready.
It should be longer, right? Since it's a full game.
Maybe. One day you wake up and you swap bodies with your mom in the very 90s film fashion. What is the worst thing that could happen? Messing with my Spotify playlist?
Oh no.
Killing her lifelong rival while in my body? She's meeting with all my friends and actually being more popular.
We all know which one it is.
Listen to my
okay,
stinking
yeah,
playlist, dude.
Because you definitely, that's not the one.
Absolutely not. You better?
Yeah, I have.
That is true. So creative. Democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of the modern society? Create a reality show called America's Next Top President. We tried that before, it didn't work. You put all the candidates in the empty room with the wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. I could take a bear.
Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo wins.
Your partner just gave you a cool gift for your anniversary, but you totally forgot. Quick, come up with an idea for a great gift. Art commissioned by Picasso. Silly toy that makes silly noises. A pony, always a pony. Anything on fire or a weapon on fire. Anything capable of leading them to an overdose of some sorts, the head of their fiercest enemy.
Oh no.
What is the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have? An accurate approximation of the fictional creature's genitalia.
Nice.
How to make a killer cocktail out of anything. Obscure 80s movies trivia. A bachelor's in engineering. Sports things, or how to set stuff on fire. I turned my music down by like 50% and it's like not even audible
I
anymore.
love it. Yeah, it's great.
I can actually hear myself. We didn't have the option to turn on quips either.
I
for
have
the,
my clips on.
No, like when I was last time we were at the match, we it's the first term is you get to choose quips or not,
Mm.
even if you have them on in the settings. Hmm. Hear me out. I went to the outdoors last time. I think first. Go back to the bathroom. Oh my. The day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. Skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 crafts, but you gain 2 boldness. So what's up with that Hangman game? You seen this?
Yeah. Bussy?
Buses?
I don't know. Nah, because the S would be after
No,
the
yeah, and the E's gone. I'm trying to think. So LMFAOZREY is gone, which they've obviously lost. N gone? N? No. You know what? Against the unexpected, you spot Scott and Liam engaged in what seems to be an intense conversation. They seem to so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on. Oh my. Discussing the recent novel Two Lights. It isn't a novel, it's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes with amazing abs. Well, it's actually based on a novel, and it's anything but rad, it's cultural trash. But I decided to like it ironically. Thing is, there's this human girl who's with 2 guys who like her, but the guys are part of the 2 enemy human races. The wild shirtless humans and the mysterious deep look giving humans. It seems these types of humans can't stand each other. Oh, and the deep look giving humans shine in the sunlight. Did you know that actually a lesser known trait of some humans? The thing is, the next movie will be released soon and we're super hyped.
Good Twilight, but
Ironically.
backwards.
Do you see this man inside of an orange outfit?
What?
He's wearing an orange.
He's not. Nobody's wearing an orange.
I don't think you have the same... Did you have all the DLC enabled in the settings? Or all the outfits?
I don't think so.
You probably have to have all the outfits enabled in the settings. Because he's an actual orange.
Oh my.
So... We can't wait, bro. We need to satiate our hunger for the 2 lights. This is your opportunity to show these 2 you're well versed when it comes to satiating urges. Go for it. Let's go. Let's cosplay, or we should write a nuance play based in it. Totally not fanfic. Let's go. Oh, I see it. Nuance pastiche involving the characters of 2 lights, throwing a new light over their fears and desires, and over their abs. Yeah, sure. With an unexpected twist that will elevate the strengths of the original OVR. Something subtle yet powerful, something like the rival humans ditching the girl and intercoursing each other's brains out.
Damn.
Yeah, I like that. It's artistic because of reasons. And if they're nude, that means more muscles and stuff. I like that. Sounds a lot like a high form of art and nothing like thirsty fanfic. You're some kind of promoter of the art through game plus 2 creativity and 1 smarts.
Wow, you're off to a best start this time.
No, it was good until I became a ghost last time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Once I became a ghost, it went all out the window.
That day, you spent some time on the library PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so frick it. You gain plus 2 money. Looking around for a distraction, you spot Scott proudly flexing with Zoe, while Zoe sits before him frowning into her notebook. You figure she's trying to draw his ripped bod, so you offer to give some drawing tips. He's wearing an orange now! Why is he wearing an orange? Drawing? What? I'm not drawing anything. I'm writing a fanfic about Scott's muscles. What? You are? I thought I was just over here flexing for no reason, like usual. Well, I'm trying to write a fanfic, but so far it's going slower than the first 20 issues of Snail Person Literature Club. You glance at Zoe's notebook. It looks like she's just copied out Wikipedia's list of all the muscles. Oh, I can help. You know, Coach always says you can't spell muscles without some of those letters from adversity. You should add a bad guy who fights against all my good muscles. That's been done already. Ugh. It's like you haven't even read Scott vs. Muscle Hating Herbert. And that's exactly my problem.
I didn't realize her eyeballs on her forehead. Or top of her hair.
Oh yeah, and on her chest. That nobody reads your fanfics?
He's right.
What? No, my problem is that I need to put an original spin on this fanfic, but my mind's more blank than the minds of all those cultists whose thoughts I used to devour. Well, have you thought about adding a bad guy who fights against all my good muscle? This conversation is clearly going nowhere without your help. Quick, fix Zoe's fic. Bleh. Right, the story needs an antagonist, and everyone knows that the true natural enemy of muscles is the leaf scale gulper shark. Many muscle stories have been told, but how many have been told from the perspective of the muscle? From the perspective of the
So
muscles.
creative.
Did somebody say muscles? This is more revolutionary than my spooky height. Treason French Revolution. AU. Daring Polly as the starring Polly as the hard partying ghost of Marie Antoinette. Which tag is better, bicep x triceps or bicep? What? Biceps? I don't know. What does vessel laterals ex vastus medius count as sufficient or self? God, so many body words. OMG, I can't even merge this with my spooky ICU Grey's Anatomy mashup AU. I repeat.
Why'd you saying gold? Or why'd you saying AU instead of gold?
I don't know. Did somebody say muscles? Zoe is too excited to reply. She already is busy writing the story of an idealistic young pictorial major who fails for a fucking world-wearing gluteus maximus. So many words about bodies. You gain +2 fun and
There's a lot of
+1
reading.
charm.
Let's trade places. Activity?
Jumping jacks.
Bowling. How wrong would it be to partake in this activity as a way of keeping a group of babies distracted?
Jumping jacks would be really
You
good
can't
at
jump.
it, so, you know.
You can't jump,
Yeah, but
though.
if you're doing the jumping jacks, they're distracted. I don't think bowling would distract
Um.
them, so you should go first.
I should go first.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, look how many stinking weeks there are. I think just adds like 2 weeks to it.
Let's go.
I will not make the same mistake of going to the cap. I freaking going to the cap.
Yo! Don't do it, don't do it!
Oh.
I don't think you should do that either.
You don't think so?
I don't think you should do any events.
This is free.
Oh no! All your smarts. Oh wait,
Because inside every person there's a potential surf.
what did you gain?
What even happened? I don't know.
Hmm.
All the room.
When you arrive at your chosen table, Calculester is there by himself. A few moments later, Damien comes, stomping up, even angrier than usual. Calculester, your stupid friend stole my
Do you have
candy
intestines?
bar. Scott stole your candy bar. What? No, the vending machine. I put money in, but the candy bar got stuck on the stupid coil thing. Ah, I see. Because we are both machines, you assume we are friends. Well, yeah. In this case, you are correct. Venderonica is my friend, but she is also a vending machine, and so cannot be reasoned with. I am sorry, friend Damien. I knew using my words is a mistake. Time to stick my hand up the old vending chute. Oh god. Friend Damien, desist. This is a gross violation. A vending machine's chute is like your organic butthole. I don't care if it is my organic butthole. I paid for that candy bar and I'm gonna get it. Uh-oh. Maybe you could say something to diffuse the situation. Not everything is about money, Damien. Maybe the vending machine doesn't want to give your candy bar because something you did. Calm down, Calculuster. There are plenty of good reasons to put your hand in a butthole. Damien's just giving the vending machine a prostate exam. But like... Inconsistency detected. Vending machines do not have prostates. Yeah, obviously. That's why I'm giving it a prostate exam. If I find a prostate in there, I'll know there's something seriously wrong with this vending machine. Inconsistency resolved. Carry on. F yeah. Time to grab as many candy bars as I can while I'm in there. Also some cigarettes. What kind of high school? You've still got plenty of time left in the period to enjoy Damien's spoils with him, and to wonder why your school vending machine carries cigarettes. That's what I'm saying.
I'm yawning. TV show?
24.
Dexter. Decided it would based on how sick it would be if Kanye West made the opening theme for the TV show.
Damn. I don't know the opening theme for 24.
It just beeps and boops, right?
I guess.
I've never seen Dexter.
Neither have I. Why do we both pick shows we don't know? Random?
You never know.
We can hit random.
Yeah, we can random, that is true. Dice cast. Sorry, Jeffrey.
I see how it is, game.
Not that it really matters. I mean, I'd lock you out of an option, but... I'm gonna hang out in the bathroom again. On the way there, you run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip, it tastes crazy as heck. You need to check the contents of this crap. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, that wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 boldness thanks to Mamimi. Or... Mamimi?
Mamimi.
Proceed to the bathrooms. Mamimi. Later in the halls, you run into Polly and Liam, who seem to be talking about some kind of flyer. I don't know who Polly is. You fly. Is that the ghost?
Yeah.
Flyer is for an opening music festival, Howlapalooza. So we agree on everything for Friday night. Yeah, pretty much. Saturday, we should totally go to the Messier Chops and imagine a flippin' dragon. Sure, those bands are great. And then at 3 a.m., I want to check out the guy in the parking lot who just makes a cacophony for 2 hours. Ghosts are super into cacophonies, but at 3 a.m. I wanted to go to the McGriffin. I mean, it's a friggin' griffin that raps. It's the hottest crap right now, Liam. You know the hottest crap right now isn't the criteria I use to pick the artist I want to see, right? A griffin that raps, Liam. There should be a better way to decide this other than repeating our choices in a loud, annoying tone. But I love the loud, annoying tone thing. I know, still. Go ahead. Don't be shy. I want to go see the griffin. Get into as much ayahuasca as possible until some kind of spirit animal appears and shares its wisdom with you. Don't fight over this. The one who wins will get their see their artist live for an hour or two. One who loses will get to crap or complain about it until the end of the time. Not so fun. Feeling you think ayahuasca can solve any dispute? And don't get me wrong, it does, but it also defeats the whole point. You get the ayahuasca, you meet the spirit animal, you get a crazy and self-revealing journey full of whimsical creatures and funny situations, but you know what happens in the end. Come to realize that 2.5 weeks have passed and the music festival is long ago ended, my friend. Liam is right. Yes, we missed it last year because of it, and making the same mistake again. Heck no. But I must admit, we learned a lot from the coyote with the deep voice. He was a pretty good spirit animal. Oh yeah, remember the 4-day rave and the mine pyramids that turned out to just be my grandma's house? Good old times. Totally ignore you in favor of the crazy memories. Did you learn a lesson? Ayahuasca isn't always the answer. You lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity. My brains.
Oh no, my brains. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech, leading to a spectacular. You clearly are natural. You gain +2 charm. We've already read that before. You're living your spookiest life when you hear the giggling of an an eldritch cutie pie, met by the snorting of an angry prince of heck. I'm not saying that that's definitely how you lost your horn. I'm just saying that's one of my head canons for it. Head canon. Yeah, how I imagine you lost it in my mind when I think of all the cool adventures everyone at Spooky High must have gone on before I joined you all as a regular girl. Regular girls? Don't come up and ask me if I nobly sacrificed my horn for the coven because I'm secretly horny for hope. Okay, but I also have N? No, it's Spooky High Seas Gold, where the whole school is a pirate ship and you lost your horn to a bad case of scurvy. What? Frick? Scurvy. If I was a pirate, I'd only get the coolest, most dangerous diseases. I also wrote a human high gold where you're not missing your horn at all. You're missing a wang. How is a horn and an analog for a wang? Also, don't answer that. Stop making up canons about my head. The only canons I like are the ones with two ends. I'll happily stop making my headcanons up, or making up headcanons if you tell me the real story. I don't like any of these options. You could just tell Zoe that Damien lopped off one of his horns to piss off his dads. Dads? You feel like you heard that somewhere. But friends don't tell friends their other friends' horny secrets. This looks like a job for lying. And maybe, just maybe, you can use your answer to impress one or the other of your very attractive classmates. As well as we all know. What? What was that?
I'm trying to figure out, like, what she means by ooh.
As we all
I don't think it's a French,
know,
it's not French, and then it's autoplay.
as we all know, demon horns are a powerful aphrodisiac. It's not hard to imagine how Damien lost his wink. Who gives a frick how Damien lost his horn? You should see the other guy. What the other guy
I can think
It
of,
was most
like,
things.
gold as the periodic table.
Yeah.
The African Union, and I thought like maybe it's French, but that's two though, so I don't know. So charming. You can shriek if you want.
This
There
is
you go.
going to be the best ultra-realistic Spooky High fanfic ever. Everyone else in the fandom will be so jealous that I actually got the dirt. And the dirt is so, well, dirty. Yeah, Amira is right, Zoe. But don't cry over split horn. I've got a whole nother one right here. Oh god. OMG, Amira, I can't believe you know all of Damien's secrets. Nobody knows all of my secrets. I just sometimes let people share the sexy ones. You know so much about Spooky High and sex and romance and aphrodisiacs. Why would you help me explore all of Why don't you? Why would you? But would you? There's no why. Would you help me explore all of it further? As a consultant on my fanfiction? It would be your honor. If there's one way to that tentacled weirdo's heart, definitely through Spooky High fanfic. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Reading is not my strong suit.
Something happened to
Vicky.
me.
Let's go!
Hey Vicky, you know that feeling you get deep in your 7th stomach? Tingling when you know the teaser trailer of the next installment of your favorite franchise is dropping in 70 hours, 8 minutes, and 32 seconds? Warm glowing that this is going to give me so much fan inspiration, or fic inspiration, even if it's only 10 seconds, feeling of giddy excitement and untapped potential? Well, that's how I feel about Amira. But much like a teaser trailer, I feel like there's still so much I need to know. How do I know Amira is really the monster for me? Help me out here, picture the scenario, okay? So I'm out on the epic adventure with Amira, right? And after escaping a near-death situation, we stumble wearily, swiftly, exhausted to get some well-earned rest and the nerves in. We're greeted by a gruff root innkeeper with the most beautiful butt ever, but before I can fantasize about marrying the innkeeper's butt, he gives the keys to the rooms. But whoops, there's only one key to the only room. Only one left, which means that through this unlikely series of events, Amira and I were forced to share a bed. Well, what do we do? What should we do? What should she do? Excellent question, thrice over. One that deserves an equally excellent answer. Bless deeply and shyly, especially ask if you're okay with the situation before revealing that there was a recognition in which all of her clothing disappears the moment she gets into bed. Oh man, I don't know how to say this, but Miru has extreme allergy to potentially ambiguous situations. She would probably walk to the nearest IKEA and build her own bed before sharing it with you.
That's something that you would do.
That is something I would do.
But I'm not.
I can
Mira.
I could ruin this person for you. Or increase your odds.
I'm just gonna close my eyes.
Don't say I don't ever do anything for you. Oh. Oh my word, oh my goodness. Wow, alright, all of her clothes, like all of them. And she would blush first. That's just wow, okay, we can work with that. Thank you for this very important information, Vicky. You are as beautiful as the imaginary keeper's imaginary butt. It's true, you got +3 trying to prove it.
Choose a second bit.
Stubbing your toe.
Artichokes.
Interesting would be if selected thing was a key component of a supervillain's plan in a movie. He makes everybody stub their toes.
What if he makes
everyone
everybody eat
artichokes?
artichokes? Or
I don't
he
know, man.
poisoned the artichokes.
But everybody in the planet stubs their toe at the same time. You're a collective ow.
The world shakes once over with a swift ow.
I'm a winner here. I'm sorry. Morning. Hang on the bathroom again. 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the frig runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a hair comb. God bless the macho scouts and all the idiotic scenarios they prepared for you. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you're totally game +2 boldness. Suddenly you hear the elegant gurgling sound of water trumpets. Miranda is about to issue a royal decree. Our Princess Miranda Vanderbilt built grant you permission to speak casually with me for a short period. You're welcome. Frick yeah, you're awesome at speaking casually. Let's do this. Now that we're speaking casually, I'm really wanted to tell you about the event of the season. Not the prom. I meant the event of the season for poor people. I mean the Royal Winter Surf Party, a mandatory celebration and festivity of surf fleet service. My serfs and I are total BFFs, so I decided to throw them a party to celebrate their lifelong mandatory service to the Royal Vanderbilt. And since I love my serfs so much, this party must be the absolute best. I'll spare no expense, so I'll have to ask my serfs. I'll have my serfs build an underwater grand hall for the celebration. It should only take about 12 days of non-stop back-breaking labor. Plus, we'll need decorations for the party, so I'll have some serfs get dressed and tie themselves to the walls. So cute. And we don't want any of my serfs missing the party if their family members get sick, so we'll have it issue a decree. Serfs are no longer allowed to have families. The most generous princess of all time. But of course, I don't want you to think that I'm spoiling them, so I'll need your mind control. I'll need your mind control classes just to make sure we don't have any serfs running insisting that they value their families or anything dumb like that. You hand over your mind control class tape to Miranda so she's good at controlling you. It's terrifying to think about what she'll do with actual mind control powers, but who cares? You stay in this watery bay. I'm just so excited to feel like singing. Suddenly an adorable little ear pops out of Miranda's purse. Yes, that's a great idea.
God.
Princess Miranda, let's sing.
It said Ariba.
American. And Miranda starts belting and the eel starts singing back up. This eel is secondly great in harmony. Seaweed is always greener, it's a democratic state, but my little serfs all love my extremely high tax rates. Under my rule, surflings know better, they'll serve me forever, now go eat your gruel. What a charming little tune, who knew that monarchy could sound so fun? Miranda's bold bows while you clap enthusiastically. Well, wow, Princess Miranda, you're amazing, you have the prettiest singing voice in the whole wide world. I know, right? My execution serfs made sure that no one in the whole country was a better singer. Now let me introduce my song serf, my Mr. Feel the Eel. A pleasure to meet you, I'm the luckiest eel ever, because I get to help Miss Princess Miranda plan their winter surf party. That's right, of course, you need my serfs to do the most of the preparations for the party, so I'll be entirely consumed by the planning process. The burden of leadership falls upon royalty after all. For example, I'm going to do the difficult mental work of deciding that there will be drinks at this party. Now that I've done the first half of the work, I'll leave you two to decide what kind of drinks, and how we'll get to know them. And how we'll get them, and who's going to pay for them, and all the rest of the planning. So is this smart, Princess Miranda? We'll take it from here. Yeah, I'll leave this to you two, because I need to go recline in the velvet chase and gaze out the window longly. Owie. What an amazing opportunity for the death of the princess. Wait, what? No need to act, continue this charade, comrade. Tyrant is out of her earshot. The Vanderbilt serf has united together in hatred, and after our years of pain and toil, we shall finally send the princess straight to the depths of her watery heck. Let your loathing boil to the surface as we plan her demise. This foolish party she planned will be the settling of our assassination. And while I care now for the drinks fills that prolong the punch bowl, my sure not Be sure not to partake. I will add a massive dose of poison to the beverage, ensuring that all the princess's guards will be deceased by the time the party is through. Revolution is here. Take my leave, comrade. May you dream of the end of the tyranny, the end of monarchy, and the end of Princess Miranda. Bwahaha. Is Mr. Peel the eel swimming away? Wait, how is he swimming? You're not underwater. Didn't anyone tell this eel the laws of physics? Miranda returns. I'm back. Without gazing was so exhausting, I assume that you're finished loading the drinks. Think fast, I'll break Miranda's heart to know her serfs are plotting to assassinate her, but you can't let her die before prom. The only one with a hookup for an underwater.
Yo, we can get the death achievement.
You know what? Nowadays, cool kids only drink the latest, trendiest Fanta flavor, poison antidote. Drinking is overrated, Miranda. You can't have drinks at your party, or do you want your serfs getting ideas? Really amazing. My serfs will love the Fanta, but more importantly, everyone will be talking about how I'm so trendy and tasteful. Miranda gets so excited about poison antidote Fanta that she ends up staring at a commercial for them, starring, in which Miranda quells a serf rebellion with excessive force and hands a poison antidote Fanta to the private police force captain. It's not a great look. You and everyone's saying that I'm out of touch with the disgusting lowly peasant class. How dare they? I have great affection for the underlings who I force to conform to my every whim. Decided that this whole thing is your fault? Yeah, that's right. This is an official royal guilt trip. Suffer, you dummy. Guilt, it hurts, it burns. Miranda quickly recovers her reputation by issuing a YouTube apology video, and you lose your sponsorship deal with Fanta, along with -2 fun and -1 money.
You lost money?
You robbed me.
Shouldn't be you out there trying to romance a classmate or something. Anyway, welcome.
We unlocked that last time, didn't we?
An erotic fanfic about dragon. And remember, the first rule of Shop Club, no refunds.
Let's trade places. An animal?
Giraffe.
Dolphin. Based on how strongly you would avoid eating the selected animal, I'm not gonna eat a dolphin.
Now you see, if shark fin soup is really good, how is dolphin fin soup?
I don't know, like, I feel like dolphin, or giraffe will taste like chicken, probably.
Maybe. But
Guaranteed.
dolphins are too horny to let live.
Really?
Yeah.
Where have you learned this information?
Dolphins, like, kidnap other dolphins for
You said
ransom.
dolphins. I thought you said giraffes.
No,
for
no,
some
no,
reason.
no. Dolphins, like, kidnap other dolphins for, like, ransom and sex and food and
Yeah,
stuff.
but, like,
and that's, like,
They're dolphins?
they should be put down for that and then eaten.
I don't know about that. Dolphins are cool, and giraffes are kind of like just big-necked boys.
Yeah, but giraffes are also named Jeffrey. When was the last time you heard of a
Alright, so-
Nick-a-dolphin? Nah. Whack.
It's even more better to eat.
Nah, it makes it worse to eat. I want to eat something.
Alright, you can go first. Sure.
Arguing!
Seemed pretty adamant in going first there, so.
Who the hell is this?
He's the, dude from, the one ghost scene I had last time we played.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is that fucking creepy guy.
Yeah, so I was gonna go there, but
You can go with the creepy guy. You
Thank
sit
you,
down
thank
with Zoe and Miranda. Miranda is paying too much attention to her eating serfs, and Zoe is paying too much attention to them. What are you doing, Zoe? Don't you know how rude it is to oogle another woman's eating serfs? I'm not oogling, I'm researching for my fanfic. My dear, when it is about royalty, it is not called fanfic, it is called propaganda. What? Oh, I'm not writing about you right now, I'm writing about your eating serfs. What? Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to really dive into their inner lives, their hopes, dreams, and desires. Oh, don't be silly. Serfs don't have any of those things. Do they, serfs? The eating serf's eyes dart between Miranda and Zoe, terrified. Should they speak or just shut up and eat? You're right. Miranda, most serfs don't have any thoughts or feelings. Only the really expensive and rare ones do. Make menacing eye contact with the two serfs, silently place a piece of sushi in your mouth and chew violently. Oh yeah. What? Since Miranda's eating serfs are fish people, this is a lot like walking up to a human and deliberately eating a finger in front of them. I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but your show-off intimidation really makes Miranda's serfs calm up. Ah yes, subtle threats of violence, a true sign of royal lineage. Ugh, What is it with mortals and not wanting their flesh eaten? It's such a weird hang-up. If by weird you mean useful for controlling the masses, then I suppose I agree. The eating serfs try their best to ignore you as they stuff food into their quivering mouths. You feel like you did the right thing, but you don't have much of a conscience, so that's not saying much anyway. Miranda's happy.
I'm pretty bold. Hello, sir. Intergalactic Prince. You're just about to take a bite of your sandwich when some douchebag rips a hole in the fabric of reality. It is I, the interdimensional prince. He has a Star Wars shirt. I have searched far and wide for a hero capable of solving a most horrendous riddle for me. The riddle of how to get my TVs to switch from HDMI to HDMI 1, HDMI 2.
Oh no!
I've tried everything short of actually using the remote control. You have a deep sigh and accompany the prince to his dimension where you solve his problem by using the remote control. You truly are both wise and generous. As a thank you, please allow me to teach you one of my kingdom's customary rituals. Perhaps laser communion might interest you, or rebirth baptism, or eggs. The choice is yours. Make up our own ritual, or ritual where you give me a pile of money and go away. Make up our own ritual, dude. We have a ritual for this. The ritual of making up rituals is why we have so many dumb and bad rituals. Get incredibly high in dimensional weed.
Okay.
And then we pretty much do whatever we want and then make it illegal for people not to do that thing once a year. Sounds good to you. You guys will get ripped and invent a holiday called Shrimp Christmas. It's Christmas, but everybody just gets stockings full of shrimp delivered by a giant shrimp. Comes up so popular that it leaks over into your dimension, where it replaces actual Christmas through Game Plus 4 creativity.
I don't want that. I don't want shrimp Christmas. Please. Change it back.
Everybody chooses an object. Lamp.
Water bottle.
Genies used to be found in lamps. Players' order it decided based on how likely it would be to find a 21st century genie inside of the selected object. I think I
You literally said lamp, but you were thinking of like a light lamp, not...
You have no idea.
I have an idea. You probably turned to your left and looked at your fucking little lamp with its little cord on it that turned on and said, I'm gonna say lamp.
Am I right?
Yo, fuck you. I have a water bottle. I have an actual item that can enclose things. You have a bulb on a post.
Oh, I should go to the bathroom, dude. I can go into the bathroom anyway. I can afford the tampon used by a former prom queen. All I can afford. I got an achievement for it.
Perv.
Well, I got the achievement. I'm going to the bathroom every time.
Okay.
That day while researching... oh, this is you. What am I talking
I was
about?
drinking water, that's okay.
And rehearsing.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Oh my. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You're wandering down the hallway reading Dragonheart as discreetly as you can, which apparently isn't very, because Polly and Vera clock this immediately. Ugh, why are you actually reading erotic fanfic about drag? What the fuck are they wearing? Because we love...
I see like a Diablo 3 hunter outfit and a witch.
Yeah, I see like the Diablo 3 hunter outfit
it's a plague
and
doctor.
the Plague Doctor, yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Because we love Dragonheart. I'm all about 19th century Russian literature, but a ghost girl can't say no to some erotic fanfic, am I right? I've literally been working on my Morgana von Brestrich, whatever the hell, cosplay all week. Don't worry about why. Speak for yourselves, Polly. I've never. Okay, fine, Okay, fine, I'm gonna read
Dragon Heat.
But
There
don't
you
go around just telling people. Psh, we're clearly safe with her. A fellow dragophile. What?
No, keep reading, you're good.
Okay. Can always be trusted. Are you sure? I mean, anyone into Dragonheart must have a wicked mind. 297 chapters and counting. And it still manages to amaze me with all new levels of wrong. I'm sorry, but 297 chapters is really not that much.
I mean, it depends on how big the chapter is.
If it's anything like manga. Yeah, right?
I wouldn't
I
use you there.
freaking love it. Yet, I must admit, I'm a bit vanilla when it comes to fave chapters. Mine is the one where Harold McDonghard Worse, the Hydra and deranged Draco Delectort, or whatever, have to rest at an inn after the Choking Bay adventure, only to discover they have just one available bed. There's only one bed, the classic fanfic trick that never fails. Huh, yes, that one was good. I personally prefer the one where Veneseria unmasks her masked savior after a passionate kiss, only to discover it's herself, and then they totally bang. Dick. I'm not a fan of time travel, but sign me up for some good self-cest.
It's still
Amen.
wild playing the visual novel board game.
What about you, Amira? What's your favorite story arc? Nothing to worry about. You'll just be revealing your inner kinks to us. No pressure. Easy. The Sexcalibur arc where they want to discover the chosen one who can control the mythical Sexcalibur dildo, and they have a super orgy so everyone can have their turn with the dildo. What about this exclusive chapter I've written myself? Nah, Sexcalibur all the way. Oh, the
Is that
Sexcalibur
right there,
arc.
Jeffrey?
I mean, it is a good one, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of controversial, don't you think?
Have we gotten the right choice for the ghosts at all? Ever?
I'm not a ghost.
No, that ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you got a plus heart from her. Like, this run.
You're right. Keep going.
The great King Fellatio III organized the Sexcalibur trial where everyone tried out the mythical Sexcalibur dildo, and it was all good and fun, but it turned out the legend was a lie, invented by the king who just wanted to have an orgy with everyone. So even if everyone enjoyed it a lot, it spawned a very long and necessary conversation on consent. I'm with Vera here. Also, they never depicted any proper orgy preparation. And being the literature buff I am, I can understand the writer didn't want to spend the time there.
She's so
And
angry.
the reader should assume it happened. But it's still kind of problematic, too. Nothing as good as a good old orgy, but not so good if it lacks the correct preparation for health and hygiene. Don't know, Amira. I'm not sure not sure what to think if the Sexcalibur arc is your favorite in Dragonheart. We could assume she just wanted to play cool and edgy to impress us, and she failed. Yeah, bro. Don't go all try hard on us. There's nothing as sexy as being yourself.
Sorry,
Agreed.
Jeffrey.
And so they leave.
Just
Well,
cringe.
you failed that one. Kind of difficult not to try too hard when romancing them, since this is technically a dating sim. Still, you lose -2 charm and -1 boldness. At least I still have that creativity.
Oh. Let's see.
Hey.
It's you.
You're engaging in your favorite weekend activity, ignoring anything in favor of thinking about which classmate you'd like to take to prom and how horny you are. When you find out that this is apparently reading on your face. Hey, Amira, you seem pretty horny and like someone who sits around all day thinking about who you're going to take to prom. Wow, does she have your number or what? Listen, I'm kinda interested in someone, but honestly I don't think I could be with any monster who isn't spectacular at sex. I know sex isn't everything, but it's sort of everything to me. Not really, but it's pretty high on my list of priorities. Sorry if this is TMI.
Titillating.
Monster interaction. But it's someone you know, so I thought you might have some insight. It's Vicky. I just love sex in any position, missionary, cleverage, apocalyptic, clergy, thank you. Apocalyptic, upside down, and nightmare demon, the pentagram. What do you think? Could Vicky keep up with me? I can only say this. She is the discoverer of the orgasm. Actually, the whole thing is named after her. Haven't you ever noticed that orgasm is an anagram of Vicky?
Sounds about right.
Are you kidding me? Once I asked her what she thought sex was about, don't ask me why. And she told me that it was the natural process for most living being creatures to conceive children. She has no idea. If Vicky was named Nick, I would pick the bottom one. Vicky, orgasm, ellipses. Oh my god, you're totally right. I've never even noticed that before. Like, actually, it still makes no sense to me, but I'm going to assume that's because I'm high and I'm super legit on the level. You seem to know your letters and words. I'm sure it'll make sense once I'm sober. Vicky invented the orgasm, eh? I'm a fan of going straight to the source. I only buy opium from the dude who first discovered it, being dead rocks. Sure does. Does it? Meh. Important thing is, Vicky, aka Orgasm, totally owes you one. Not one orgasm, just a general one. You know what I mean? Oh, and you gain plus 3-1. Fun.
There you
Yeah, you owe me an orgasm.
go. Not bad. Fingernails.
uh, the middle knuckle on your thumb.
Probably wouldn't eat another human being, but provided you're forced to do so, player orders decided based on which part of the person's body you would most likely eat. Fingernails aren't gonna... They grow back.
Yeah, I eat
But
fingernails
people
every
bite those
day.
things all the time. I win.
Yeah.
I don't bite my nails. Week 3 morning. See ya, bro. Going to
Nice
the
have
bathroom.
fun.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
I see it there, yeah. I don't know what the book does I got. They skip class, but you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity, so you do some graffiti on the wall. No way. Graffiti says, I'm bold as frig. And you know what? It turns out the wall is magical and the wall grants wishes. What a wall! A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as frig, but maybe a bit bold, and then you gain plus 2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, look at you. Around the corner, you hear sounds of a princessly singing in eeless maracas, which can only mean one thing. Oh, Mr. Field the Eel, I'm just so excited for the winter surf party. I could sing? Oh, I guess I was going to say that. I'm so excited I could burn down a medium-sized village, but singing is a great idea too. Let's do it. A whole new surf. Mr. Field the Eel harmonizes perfectly with Miranda's feudal ballad. A whole new surf, though you have served me through and through. As your feudal lord, if I get bored, I'll kill and replace you. You give Miranda and her murderous eel a standing ovation, and you were already standing, so technically you just started clapping, but it still counts. Eel, oh, I didn't even see you there, fellow surf. You're definitely not a surf, but you're also not about to correct an eel with a hidden switchblade. A beautiful singing princess, it's such an honor to join you in the magical wonder of song. You know, it's times like these I'm so happy that I have surfs. I mean, if you weren't here, you would listen to my lovely singing voice. Me listen to my own voice? I don't think so.
Sniffle,
Sniffle,
sniffle.
sniffle. Just the thought of Princess Miranda's songs going to waste. Wah. Don't cry, Mr. Field the Eel. I know what will make you feel better. Extensive and laborious party planning. Yeah, you're right, Princess. That would cheer me right up away. I knew it. That's the case. We're missing one critical thing for the winter surf party: activities. Will likely be the only party my surfs will ever have the chance to attend, so we should make it as fun and memorable as possible. Oh, I'm just busting with ideas, Princess. We could play Shave the Princess neck. Each surf could do shave your neck with their sharpest sword. Doesn't it sound so adorable? Oh my god, I love it. Everyone would admire how hairless my neck is. I mean, my neck is already hairless, but I guess if everyone used their sword on my neck, it would be even more hairless. Or we could dig a special princess pit and fill it up with the cutest animal: feral panthers, Princess Miranda. You could pet the fluffy panthers all night in your special inescapable pit. Yes, 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 Mr. Field the Eagle, you're a genius. Or we could simply sit you down on your gluttonous throne and read aloud, one by one, and list out the atrocities and injustices you have committed until Poseidon himself smites you down. Wah, down with the Mer Kingdom. I mean, tee-hee-hee, why, whoa, you princess. Oh, Mr. Field the Eel, you're so precious, I didn't even know the peasants could be this cute. Anyway, I was saying, wow, butterfly. Miranda abruptly leaves the chase to chase the butterfly. But wait, that means you're alone with salutations, comrade. You have done well to weather the tyranny of the Vanderbilts so far, but fear not, the day of their demise fast approaches. The evil princess is falling into our traps, so we must intend. She thinks she's just choosing a party activity, but she will actually choose the method of her own death. Irony is so delicious as the sweet of the proletariat. She returns, by comrade, may the blood of the monarch salt the earth. I mean, farewell, tee-hee-hee. Party planning can be so stressful, but I feel so much better after vivisecting the butterfly. Fun fact, the most beautiful part of the butterfly is its gorgeous glistening stomach, innards. Oh, did Mr. Field run off again? Well, whatever his party activity suggestions were just so perf, we could just use one of them. Unless you have anything better in mind. Impress Miranda with a killer party activity. Well, not literally killer. Ideally, you're hoping for something fun, family-friendly, and assassination-proof. Security game is if you murder someone, you lose. You are looking for a game that serves as the opium of the people, but there is no better opium of the people than actual opium. It's a game about smoking a lot of opium. Ooh, are you suggesting letting the serfs taste the opium riches of my kingdoms? Opium is a regal delicacy. It was created to help rulers assess from the difficulties of constantly having our whims catered to. Serfs couldn't handle such an experience. What could they possibly feel stressed about? Plus, if we allow serfs to partake in one of all of our finest delicacies, how would we differentiate the serfs from the royalty? It'll be madness. If the serfs wanted the triopium, why did they choose to be born poor? Miranda is deeply offended by your lack of class distinction and decides to punish you by gentrifying your apartment building, and you lose your favorite neighborhood bodega, as well as creativity and charm.
What a shame. Um, that day, you listened to your elders and learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you gain +2 smarts. Later, you're carrying around your precious dragon heart when you're spotted by Miranda and Damien. Wow,
Bro,
dragon
it's
heart.
heat.
What?
You said heart every time so
Oh,
far.
it's heat?
It's heat.
Listen, there's an R in there somewhere. Wow, dragon heat. I love it. Also, you may not know this about Damien to look at him, but it turns out that he too is a hopeless romantic at heart. Heat.
There's your heart.
Are we reading the same series? I'm in it for Dragon Dong. Miri, nothing so bad, so good as a billionaire dinosaur made me gay. What? Damon, you are being utterly foul. Don't profane the deep emotional connection between Harold McDonghard and Godiva Galantina. Deep emotional connection? Is that why the last chapter ends with Harold finally boinging good... Bonning? What? Bonning Godiva? And then she wakes up to find him gone? The cliffhanger must be entirely misleading. People simply don't abuse each other's love trust that way. I worry about you, Miri. I really do. I just desperately want to know what happens next in Dragonheat. Do you think Harold is capable of being so mean-spirited? True art imitates life. Let's look at Damien's Tinder messages to see what he's capable of, shall we? Harold may or may not be a scoundrel, but love is alive, and well, let me take both of you on the greatest three-way first date ever to prove it. I'm closing my eyes. I'm just gonna hit A.
It's not how this game works, brother. You chose the bottom one.
Sick. A date in the midst of high school day. Why my duty, responsibilities, and breeding say no, but my heart says yes. I have a midterm in interdimensional pace 305, so anything's better than that. Oh, huzzah. I do love being courted. Let us flee to the absolute most romantic day that has ever happened to me ever, yay. Oh frick, somehow despite spending all of your time in school daydreaming about dating instead of studying, you still know nothing about romance. You bring Miranda a bouquet of fish and Damien the head of one of his enemies, which actually turns out to be one of his friends. Whoops. The date is over before it begins. How are you supposed to know Damien had friends? You lose -2 smarts and -1 charm.
Choose the place. Arby's.
Oh, everybody chooses a place. The house.
Based on how likely you would be to break up with your partner if we just covered that due to unknown reasons they can't use the bathroom anywhere built in this place.
Yeah. Who the hell is this?
I'm not gonna stop over at them unless you're going there.
Can we both go to the same table or no?
No, we cannot.
It's not like Zoe and Miranda aren't always the perkiest of gals, but they seem extra perky as they skitter around writing things down in notebooks. Doubtless you are admiring your great work, Amir. You see, we are now food critics. Zoe has hired me for her magazine. Totally a real food magazine. It's an honor to have you on board, Your Highness. Zoe holds up a bunch of papers stapled together with doodles and crayons that seem to be Eldritch runes, with some sparkly scratch and sniff stickers stuck on top. If you are quiet and subservient, you may watch us in our quest to be the best food critics ever. I was a little hesitant about founding this very legitimate magazine since I'm new to eating things other than minds and souls. And I usually have my eating serfs eat for me, but then Zoe and I realized we were the absolute best food critics according to our test advice audience, which was comprised of Miranda's food serfs. Now, watch us create culinary criticism magic. First up, macaroni and cheese. This food item contains both macaroni and cheese, and therefore deserved 5 stars for this accurate description. Next, conscious with vegetables. I've never tried it, and conscious. Did I say conscious? I've never tried it, and the pieces seem way too small to register in my many mouths. I won't try it either, but the name sounds very, very fancy, so 5 stars. Here it is, the microwave. Ah yes, this is very shiny and very cubic shaped, which are both good qualities for a food. 5 stars.
What does she have Beats by Dre on?
Not for me, excuse me. Here are some French fries. They don't seem to be particularly French, but they don't seem particularly, French either. Oh dear, how will we ever determine their Frenchosity? Shh, easy, that's your specialty. So, you should give the French fries a French kiss worthy of the most epic of French fictions to check how good they are at French kissing, and therefore calculate their Frenchosity. Miranda, obviously, you're the most qualified to determine this. The only way to establish Frenchosity is to actually go to France. Just send an eating serf over to check it out. French kiss the French fry. Gasp. How did
I'm
you
pretty
know-
sure we're at the, when it comes to the cafeteria, either option's gonna benefit.
Yeah, gasp.
It's not like the classes.
How did you know about my French-themed spooky high gold, less monstrables? Les monstrables. You truly
Well,
are.
of there could have
my
worked
never-
there,
what?
right? French is of the, O is of the in French. That maybe it is, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
It's weird.
You truly are my number one fan, aren't you, Amira? If by number one fan she means trying to get in her tentacles on prom night, then sure. If you find them to be sufficiently good kissers, my eldritch compatriot, I will join you in this endeavor. It will be good practice for me when my prince comes along, provided I am not in an enchanted slumber at the time. I really feel like people shouldn't be kissing people in any kind of slumber, but that's a separate issue. So I'm just going to make out with a French fried potato now. She does. Yes, I found that kiss is to be both French and fried. 5 stars. 5 stars, and Amira, maybe you and I could work on another kissing adventure sometime. I don't think I read that right. Heck yeah. Oh shit, it actually says heck. Heck yeah. And you do.
You did read that right.
What?
You did read that
Oh,
right, by the
wow.
way.
It's called giving butterfly kisses to honey roasted butterflies to determine their butterfly factor. 5 stars.
Hello, Dracula. Dimitri's here, and doesn't he have somewhere better to eat lunch, like an evil banquet, or a Tim Hortons or something? I can see the confusion right upon your face, and I can assure you I am not here to indulge my palate in the delicacy that is sloppy monster fries. Dimitri pulls out his clipboard and a stack of pamphlets. I am here on a recruiting permission. Tell me, have you ever considered the benefits of joining the dark side? The pay is great, whatever you can steal. We have a killer dental plan, bangs included. And the upward mobility is unbelievable, because your superiors will constantly be killing each other. Plus, you'll get to go to bed each night knowing you helped me make the world a little less safe. Give Dimitri a disapproving look and point at your derritation. You've gone through dark arts resistance education, have you? Well, let me sweeten the deal then. How about a free trial of the dark side perk? Sure, what's the worst thing that could happen? You ask him to explain. How to rock a cape, the art of monologuing about your evil plans in great detail when you have your enemies trapped in a compromising position. Oh, you want to know how to monologue like a true villain, do you? How interesting. How very interesting indeed. Little do you know that this is exactly what I planned it. First, I shall teach you the rhetorical flourishes that make up the truly intoxicating dark side monologue, and then you will be hooked. The first lesson is free, of course, but soon you will be begging, pleading with me to give you the one more fleeting glimpse at my dark thesaurus. You fool, you stumbled straight into my insidious clutches. Once my grasping fingers close around the neck of your soul, there will be no escape. Hey, where are you going? Wasn't done with my monologue. Hey, bring back my wallet. Okay, yes, that was a part of the first lesson of evil monologues. Make sure your victim is actually trapped in a compromising position before monologuing. You are an excellent people and I look forward to working with you further on the dark side. Now, will you please return my wallet? I have coupons in there. Vicky? Coupons aren't the only thing Dimitri has in his wallet. There's also 4 money. Nice.
You, the thief!
I
Thief!
robbed the dude. Everybody chooses a historical figure. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Um,
French Revolution.
Noah from the Noah's Ark.
Picture this: 5 years ago, this historical figure time traveled to our times, and now they live in the present time. Player order is decided based on how likely you would buy a gossip magazine that contains hot info on how the historical figure. I guess I misread it. It's that figure, not the. Anyway, now in a relationship with Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, I misread the situation. I said timeline, not a figure.
Yeah. Noah. With Leonardo DiCaprio.
Da Vinci? I've been to the bathroom every single week.
Where have I not been?
Outdoors?
Yeah, I haven't been outdoors, and I also haven't been to the bathroom. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. But no idea how it escalates so much. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. A red party. You gain +2 fun. We saw that before. You're doing the thing that gives you most life. Reading Dragon Heat art. When you're approached by Scott and Liam. Aha! A fellow connoisseur of the Dragolific arts. Here, Scott and I are also experts on the topic, an unexpected duo. Yeah, Liam and I are fandom buddies. We love to discuss the things we love on our favorite stuffs, wikis, and forum. We're the best fandom buds, even if we don't always agree, like with the Draco and Markapu thing. Okay, first, let's be clear. I engaged in passionate fandom conversations only as an ironic way of celebrating celebrating low culture, which I truly despise. Second, for the 100th time, after spending years in Hakapu's dimension, Marco is now actually in his 30s, so it isn't right if he dates a 16-year-old girl. These details matter, Scott. Think how wrong it would be for me in my 400s to date people from this school if all of you were actually teenagers, instead of being much more conventionally in your 20s.
Conveniently.
Yeah. Anyway, enough meta discussion. Scott and I are here in a situation. Even if our opinions differ, we agree our opinions are superior in comparison with the rest of the strangers on the Dragon Heat wiki. Yes, to that. Liam here is like super smart, and I'm a good boy, so my ideas should be like good too. But people on the wiki can be really mean sometimes. We need to gain their respect so we can convince them to be good boys too. God is right. We need to somehow earn the role of moderators so we can show all those lesser beings who's boss when it comes to the Dragon Heat fandom. But how? I'm sure you'll give us an absurd yet efficient idea for a solution, as can be expected from good old Amira. Let's ask them nicely if they can stop behaving like internet trolls, instead start respecting your opinions. Let's write a powerful fanfic set on the Dragon Heat wiki where you're depicted as the coolest user who should be respected. That's like cringe. Like both of these are cringe. Bottom cringe. Ah, yes. Let's fight wielding heart as our weapon. Yeah, weapons are fun. Liam opens a new document on his laptop. So let's see. We should create a very nuanced piece of fiction. What about if the three of us and the 34,927 users of the Dragon Heat wiki community were co-workers at a bookshop? Delightfully disruptive. Scott, keep going. Okay. So we're all mean to each other like in real life, except the town's mayor is visiting the bookshop next month, and it turns out that we're breaking the law because in this university people can't work in bookshops if they're single, and we're all single. Not good. On the weight of the conflict, I can even feel it in my fingertips. Amazing. Don't stop. Then we all fake that we're married together, the 34,930 of them. Smartly unexpected. An astute facade, the tension is overwhelming. Faking a marriage, we all learn more about each other. The mayor comes and he's happy and everyone is happy, until a really bad blizzard comes to town, trapping everybody in the bookstore. Uh-oh. Monster King. What? Monster King versus nature, the oldest of rivalries. So Liam, who's like
Waldle
super
and
smart.
Reed are calling me.
What?
That was some type of lawyer Walder or Waddle and Reed.
In real life? What the
Yes.
fuck?
I mean, that sounds like it's like a law
Yeah.
company, but you know.
So Liam, who's like super smart, says, "Hi, I'm Liam, the vampire. We should all snuggle together to get warm. Desperate situations call for desperate measures. Yes, yes." Then the blizzard goes away and everyone is happy and has learned to respect each other thanks to snuggling together, and they all say, "We're saved. Hooray to Liam for being smart. Hooray to Scott for being such a good boy. And hooray to Amira for proposing the creation of
This
this
is a
nice
financial
fanfic."
place. Why are they calling me? They closed.
That's weird.
They're closed. Why would you call me at 9 or 10 in the morning or 10 at night?
A very meta final touch. Maybe somebody broke in and then actually accidentally hit the speed dial number button. That was your number.
Must be what it
Yeah.
is.
Scott.
I was looking at stocks earlier. Maybe you know.
Scott. Okay, a masterpiece has been born. Let's put it on this wiki so it is
I didn't mean to derail
deservedly
your reading.
immortalized. No, it's okay. Some hours later, the users of the Dragon Heat wiki start to comment about how moving your fanfic is. They've met their inner feelings thanks to it, and how they're now capable of acknowledging your leadership skills. And so they make the three of you moderators. Art truly opens people's minds, Scott. I must admit, we've done a true fanfic. A trios? A choice? A tree? A trio? I don't know.
Tra.
Wow.
Pick a tra.
Hawaii. Oh, fanfic a trois. Ooh la la. Yeah, it's definitely a trois. You've
It's French.
truly impressed these two. You sexy, creative flip. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity. That was so much words.
That was a good bit.
Go to the bathroom.
Oh, it's my turn.
Game unlocked. You are another player in the bathrooms and everything.
Small bladder. One number 2, don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you crazy bastard. You got +2 boldness and probably 1 staphylococcus with a slight chance at 1 STD. So bold. After advising her with the party drinks and activities, Miranda decides to officially invite you to join the party planning committee. Of course, Miranda's invitation is an official draft notice, including death threats for refusal or tardiness, and an armored guard detailed to fetch you for an immediate emergency meeting. So glad you can make it. Welcome you to our final official planning meeting for the Winter Surf Party. Woohoo! It's an honor to be on Princess Miranda's divine community. Serfs are so excited for the party. I'm excited too. I can't wait to see these looks of joy on the faces of the serfs. It's warm in a ruler's heart. However, there might have been slight planning setback. A few dozen serfs had the audacity to die during the party preparation work. Something about exhaustion and chronic dehydration and horrendously inhumane working conditions. Such icky rebellion. But don't worry, I officially uninvited any serfs rebellious enough to die before the party, so that little matter is solved. Now we moved on to the main subject of our meeting, the cake. Oh, how lucky the serfs are that you're actually serving a cake. What kind of cake is it, Princess Miranda? Good question, Mr. Feel the Eel. We're serving many great cakes. My most anticipated one is simply angel food cake. The 2 main ingredients in the cake are angels and food. You will be the first. It will be the most delicious cake ever. I'm told that macerated angel meat gives the most delicate, subtle flavor. I wouldn't know, of course, as my eating serfs handle all my tasting for me. Holy bubbles, this cake sounds heavenly. Princess, did you get my joke? But since the cake will be the centerpiece of the whole party, simply tasting delicious won't be enough. Once I saw a man hop out of a cake at a bachelorette party. I'm not sure how he lost all of his clothes, but the effect was incredible. Yes, we'll need some kind of marvelous surprise inside the angel food cake. What kind of surprise would excite the serfs? Perhaps a copy of the Mer Kingdom Constitution, signed headshots of their beloved princess, or coupons for extra punishments. What do serfs even like? But princess, you've been working so hard planning the party. Why don't you let Vicky and I come up with a surprise? After all, you deserve a surprise more than anyone. Mr. Feel the Eel, I couldn't agree more. I shouldn't have to work hard on anything ever. But I don't want the cake to I don't want to make it too easy on you, so I demand that the cake contains 2 surprises inside. Each one of you should come up with 1 surprise. Oh, I assure you, princess, you'll be surprised. Your face will be painted with a shock so intense that the bells of justice shall finally ring across the watery valleys of the Mer Kingdom. Perfect, that's what I'm going for. Well, then I'm off to go prepare my party guillotine. Oh, don't worry, it's only for tardy serfs. Hail, comrade, feel the heel. What? Hail, comrade, feel is here. the leader of the Mer Rebellion. Once again, I have leveraged my political position with the princess. The stage is set for a coup. Party shall be the stage of the new age, an age for reason and an age for freedom, the age of the new Mer Kingdom. I shall use the ridiculous cake surprise scenario to plan a deadly and vicious assassin inside of the dessert itself. When Princess Miranda slices into the cake, our assassin will slice into her. Freedom to the serfs, death to the princess, we shall toast to the rise of the proletariat. Mr. Field the Eagle, such a party pooper. If you wish, you can plan some kind of second cake surprise, as the princess mentioned, but whatever you do, she will not live to see it. My assassin shall end her faster than she ended the life of my brother, Mr. Jail the Eagle. Jail the Eagle. I shall see on you, the Mario comrade. I shall see you on the Mario comrade. Glory to the new Mer Kingdom. Mr. Field the Eagle slithers away. Quick, come up with a counter surprise that will neutralize Mr. Field the Eagle's deadly cake assassin. After some masterful sleuthing work, you discover the identity of Mr. Field the Eagle's assassin. He hired the actual specter of the communism. The ghost loves common ownership of the means of production, and he assassinates as a side gig on the weekends. After speaking with your close friend, the invisible hand of capitalism, you've learned that politically symbolic ghosts don't actually have grandmothers. You just grab the closest grandma you can find. Her name is Marlene. She loves collecting Christmas ornaments, and her niece helped her set up the Pinterest account. So you stuff Marlene into the cake right alongside the specter of communism. You will win an immortal, politically motivated German assassin ghost, or Marlene, the grandma that you found. God, you hope this works. You really want Miranda to survive the party, and Marlene that's to make it to her granddaughter's dance recital next week. You're so anxious that you lose -2 fun and -1 bonus. A -1 fun.
Nice. I have to ask the Eldred.
The only person I have any positive feedback with is the ghost.
That's true.
So there you go.
Finally pluck up your card. Oh, that's very flattering. But I could never date you. You see, my favorite secret ship ever has been Amira X, a bowl of cereal. Don't get me wrong, you're funny and sort of sexy, but what kind of person would I be if I destroyed my favorite ship ever? A monster. But like, the bad kind. So hard pass. Ow. What a loser. After that, you were forced to abandon your home and join the underground society of sad people who couldn't get a date from Monster Prom.
You died, dude. You got X's on your eye.
Which is a fancy way of saying you had to live the rest of your life in the nerds who Rose.
Rose. Vicky. Don't be silly, Vicky. There's no time to be asking about prom and other commoner celebrations.
Wait a minute.
It's time for the Royal Winter Surf Party, a mandatory celebration and festivity of surfly service. Yes, my princess, it will be a party to die for. Mr. Field the Eagle, your words are so kind. And completely devoted, we got an achievement, by the way.
I didn't get
this
one.
I did. I got my first secret ending. Devoid of any underlying meaning. Indeed. Oh boy, you hope your efforts to disarm all the Mr. Field the Eagle's plans for the assassination have worked. The day the party happens, and your plan fails.
Yes! We're going to a funeral?
You've been such a lazy and stupid party planner that you weren't even able to stop an assassination. Rebellious faction from the Mer Kingdom serfs arrives and ends Miranda with no mercy. Such party poopers.
You or another player got one of your classmates murdered. Congratulations! Let's go!
Got him. Most likely to be tasty if eaten by the people. Always stay true to yourself.
Wait, how come you have a quote?
I think I won. The game.
You won the game?
I'm pretty sure I won the
By
game.
killing somebody?
Miranda died. It was hard to deal with. It reminded you that life is something precious, always to be cherished, as you never know when it will be gone. There was a lot of discussion about the Mer Kingdom coup. Nobody could deny that the Vanderbilt crown has always imposed a violent tyranny over the kingdom while ruling with an iron fist. Call suffering to many, and you caught yourself more than once thinking that Mr. Field the Eagle and the rest of the rebellion made a valid point, even if it was through extreme means. She is an excellent portrait, and Miranda wasn't free of guilt. She was always prone to be merciless towards her subjects, who seemed to be less than sentient beings to her. So maybe the coup was a less desperate cry for help from people who deserved freedom and justice as much as anyone else. Wasn't that your prom date in the first term?
Yep.
Sorry, Jeffrey.
You dead now.
Maybe violence was the only language the Vanderbilt crown knew. Maybe they left the rebellion no other choice. And yet, even if imperfect to horrendous deaths, she was still Miranda. You loved her no matter her faults. And then all of a sudden she was gone. Yes, her death might have been for the better of the Mer Kingdom's masses, but you miss her.
Wah. Oh no, that's sad.
Do you hear music?
I don't know, it might be too quiet.
I'm turning my volume up, I don't hear a thing. It's just quiet.
They really do be at like a funeral though.
At the school.
At the school.
Game 2. Don't know if it went better or worse.
I don't think it could go better or worse. I think it is what it is. Not Tony the Tiger.
Oh no, man. It's you.
Yeah. It's the ghost. Who is that?
That's the Oni girl, I think.
Ah.
Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Frankenstein?
That dude.
Demon Prince? The finger.
I love that thing. Really killed someone. How do you feel, Nick?
I mean, you may not believe me, but I did try. I thought about the answers and I thought, what would be the wrong one?
Oh, was that like her Murr family?
Maybe.
They all got the ear things.
And the crown.
Yeah.
How ominous.
Why is it still sitting there? Please end.
It'll
There we
go.
go. Unlocked. The shop now has
Oh, I
a
gotta press the
paper
button.
map. So vintage. Unlocked. You have unlocked 26 new images.
28 new images in the gallery, brother.
Mm,
You want to do another one or do anything else?
hold on. I want to get rid of all these new tags.
If we're gonna do another one, I want to wait and like get something to drink.
Okay.
Get a cup of tea.
Yeah, we can do another one.
Alright, I'll be right back and we'll do more.